A couple of things before we get started. First of all, you're never too old to work out. We have to, as older people, get the mentality out of our mind that as we get older, we might as well just go ahead and give up and not work out. You're never too old to work out. Okay? Couple of things. First of all, you need to understand, if you have not worked out in a long time, okay, one of the things that you cannot do if you are 40, 50, or 60 and you haven't worked out since you were 20 years old, don't go in the gym like you're Superman, alright? Because you're going to hurt yourself. You need to take it slow, alright? That goes for somebody in their 20s who hasn't worked out. The reason why people's metabolism slows down as they get older is two things. A medical journal came out with this statistic. It's not because our hormones are shutting down and we're falling apart and getting old. That's why our metabolism is slowing down as we get older. There's two things. Number one, loss of muscle mass. If you lose muscle mass, what happens is you will slow down the caloric burning process throughout the day. Muscle burns calories, okay? Very simple. Work out with weights. Build muscle. Another medical journal said that people in the age, even up to the age of 70 and 80, can still increase muscle mass. No, you won't look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but yes, you will put some muscle mass on to burn those calories. The second thing is older people, as they get older, of course, tend to eat less. When you eat less, remember, just like with a 20-year-old, if you're starving, your metabolism will shut down and stop burning calories, okay? The other thing, too, is flat out, older people start getting lazy. So it's those three things, but those three things can be reversed if you eat, work out, and move. Very simple. This is from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons. They have termed boomeritis, that's right, it's called boomeritis, for those people who are baby boomers, alright? It's called boomeritis because it is a sports-related injury suffered by baby boomers. These injuries include bursitis, tendinitis, arthritis, sprains, strains, and stress fractures. And a lot of it is because you hit 45, 50, 55, 60, and you think you're 19 again, alright? Do not come down with a bad case of boomeritis. Very, very simple, right? As you get older, you cannot afford to eat like you're 20 years old. Remember, when you were 20, most of us, when they're in their 20s, have a lot of energy and moving around and stuff. You burn those calories. If you get old and you still have the same type of eating habits when you were 20, guess what? You are going to get fatter and fatter and fatter. Now, let me ask you a question. Have you ever seen anybody who is obese in their 70s or 80s? There's not a lot of them. It's rare to see a very heavy obese person at that age. Why? Because their weight's going to kill them, flat out. So if you are 40, 50, 60, whatever, it doesn't matter what age you are, and you're heavy like I am, do something about it. Get with it. Picture yourself. What are you going to look like when you're 60 years old? Now here's another factor that I've totally have grasped onto, okay? Recovery time. When you get hurt, when I got hurt when I was 15 years old, twisted an ankle, 2 days later, man, I was out on the basketball court again. When I got hurt when I was 20 years old, 20s and 30s, it took a couple of days. Now when I'm in my 40s, you twist an ankle and guess what, man, you're feeling it. You twist an ankle in July, you're still feeling it at Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Okay? The body takes a little while to recover, but the reason why it usually takes so long to recover is because we eat like garbage. And the more healthy foods you eat, the quicker your body is going to respond to that, okay? Very simple. The Apostle Paul in the New Testament said that our bodies are like tents. They are wearing out. And I don't care how many patches you put on that tent, I don't care how many times you sew it, eventually that tent is going to disintegrate, alright? You need to come to that reality. I could blink and it was like I was 20 years old 2 days ago, alright? I remember being 19, 20, 21 and looking at my wife and saying, whoa, she's a babe. Well, guess what? My daughter's about to be turning 21 now. Whoa, what is that? I have a son who's going to be 18. You know, that's scary. You know, I'm a couple steps away from being a grandparent. And all you people that are laughing, going, oh man, you're really old. Guess what? You're right behind me. All right? I'm just going to tell you that right now. You're right behind me. So, anyway, with that said, I'm going to show you some pictures. Okay? Hope you're inspired. Have a 4th of July. And you know what? Have some hot dogs. God bless America. God bless you.